Why, hello, lads and lasses. Today, well, first of all, my name is Ua, and today we're going to be making Iron Man's Gauntlet from Avengers Endgame. Let's do that. So, unlike Thanos' gauntlet that I made, I want to actually be able to move the fingers, and since it's a human-sized glove, I think I'll go ahead and use this old glove that I have because it has a hole in the thumb, and that's pretty useless if you want to stay warm. And then in typical cardboardy fashion, we'll build the entire thing out of cardboard. So I think what we'll do here is we'll start with the bottom of the gauntlet, or like the wrist area, because that's easy. So what I have here is this part of the gauntlet glove thing. And what I've done is I've chopped off here so that when I roll it, hopefully it'll taper and look nice. But I don't know. We'll find out in about 3, 2, 1. So this does work. I had to trim off a little bit here so that it would be flush right there. And I know you can see all the wrinkles on the outside and stuff. However, this is basically just a base. It'll all get covered up in the end anyway, so yay. So this is all taped together and ready to go, looking nice and spicy and round, and it's ready to put onto the glove, so I'm going to go ahead and glue it on there. Okay, so this is not going very well, as you can see right here. The glove is a little small for me, so when I put it on the inside here, what happens is it just starts to like come off, and it's very difficult. So we might have to invest in a different glove. I have successfully found another glove, glued it on, and look at this, guys, it fits. It fits real nice. I can snap and everything. I think we'll build this thing from the bottom up. So we'll build like the details on the forearm part of it, and then we'll move to the top of the hand, and then we'll move to the front of the hand. So here I have the top portion thing for this right here. Actually looks pretty good. So here we have Exhibit A, detail numero uno. We're just gonna slap it right on there like that. I think I'll do the rest of the bottom of the glove, like this part right here, this part right here, with some cereal box cardboard, and then like maybe also make some details with some cereal box cardboard, because I want to cover up the seam where the glove is, because I don't want that to be seen. Get it? Seam. So what I ended up doing to finish up the forearm here is I just covered the whole thing with masking tape, because the cereal box cardboard wasn't really working. And so what I did was I covered up the seam of the glove and the cardboard with duct tape, and then went over it with some big masking tape. And then for the details, I used cereal box cardboard and cut in some lines here with a box knife. Now we're gonna work our way up the glove a little bit. We're gonna do this silver part that wraps around and goes to that stone. I think that's the soul stone. So I have yet another detail here to go around the wrist of the gauntlet. That looks nice. So I'm now done with the forearm portion of the glove, so now I'm going to move on to the back of the hand, because it shouldn't be too hard, and also it just seems like what I should do next. So I've got the soul stone part on here, and what is important for you who intend to make this to know is that I put this on using contact cement. Contact cement, that's just never coming off now, so yeah, power. So as you can see here, I have all the pieces laid out for the middle, or for the front of the hand, I guess you could say, whatever part of the palm, that's the word. I have all those pieces here. However, before I put them on, I want the back of the glove, the stuff that's behind it, to be the right color, so I'm going to go ahead and do that.
That. So what I have done here is I've spray painted the fingers gold, and I've spray painted the palm and like all around here silver, because I want, when I put all the rest of the pieces on, for the under part to like look the right way and not look like weird fire glove cloth stuff. Next up, I'm going to spray paint these parts here red. This stuff. That looks pretty red to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and some random side parts. Now for the fingers. So these four, your four regular fingers, I guess, are going to be the easiest ones to do because they're pretty much just straight and there's no fancy joints or anything. However, the thumb is a little weird, especially because on the glove itself, on the real thing, the piece surrounding your main thumb joint seems to be solid. I don't know how that works, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. I figured it out. So what I ended up doing was I just took some regular cardboard instead of cereal box cardboard because it's a little bit stiffer. So while you guys were gone, what I did was I added some of the stud thingies where the infinity stones will go. And I also started the fingers. So these may look like little parts of sausage. However, these are the beginning of the bottom of the fingers. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these basic rings, and then I'm going to add, cut, do whatever I need to do to add detail to them. So here's just an example. It's some very simple details, and I think most of the rest of the details will just be painted on, so it'll be pretty easy. But for now, I'm just going to carry on with the phalanges. So I just finished painting the first parts of the fingers red, and while I was waiting for them to dry, I was like, what if I use Sharpie instead of paint to decorate them? I would like to see if that would work. However, we don't have a silver Sharpie in the Sharpie bin, but... Hey Jenna, do you have a silver Sharpie?
No.
Okay. Shucks.
Yeah.
Wait, Jenna, you just said you do?
I do.
What?
It's not a Sharpie though.
Oh, what is it?
It's a marker, but it's like kind of glittery.
It's a marker, but it's kind of glittery. Wow. The silver marker thing. Cool, thanks, Jenna. So now that those are spray painted and I've got these fancy schmancy markers, I actually went up and grabbed another gold one too. I am ready to go ahead and start detailing the fingers, or what I have of the fingers so far. So that looks pretty nice and schmazzy. Now to finish the rest of the finger. So the next sausage finger piece things are looking good. However, they're not quite the right shape. They've got a little indent, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So here we have them. They're looking pretty snazzy. Now we're gonna go paint them this beautiful color of red. Here they are, that beautiful color of red, and all detailed up and everything, all ready to go. Hooray. Now for the hard part. The tips of the fingers. I have myself here a nice little fingertip template. It didn't work. This works for all of the fingers. That's a score. So I've got them all cut out of the cereal box cardboard, and I've got them all contact cemented up, waiting for them to dry. And while I'm waiting for them to dry, I'm going to paint the rest of the gauntlet, at least the red portions. Even though it's dark outside. The things I do to put out a video 2 weeks late. Now while we're waiting for the glove to dry, let's go ahead and put the tops on these things. That looks nice. So does that, but it's missing a little something. There we go, that looks better. And I'll probably give it another coat once I've given it another 12 hours to dry. Okay, so I gave it a second coat. It looks nice now. Spray painted it and added detail to the tips of the finger, and they look pretty snazzy. Put those on. I think that deserves a boom shakalaka me alpaca. Now all I need to do is go find some infinity stones.
Done. So overall, I'd say it turned out pretty well. I just have just enough dexterity to snap, so you're welcome to all of you who have been gone for the past 5 years. And even though it took a very long time, I'm sorry for that, by the way, I'd say I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this extravagant episode of Cardboard Craft. And as always, guys, don't forget to leave a like and
Subscribe!